Now, Hom Chorn was just 6 years old when he was imprisoned by the Khmer Rouge in a concentration camp known as Camp 32. It's estimated more than 30,000 people were killed at the hands of the pro-communist regime at this camp alone, including his father and his brother. Decades later, Hom Chorn now lives in Australia and has documented returning to Cambodia in a film named after the place he was imprisoned.
No, it's really peaceful if you look outside, but for something so peaceful like this, how can a horrible event take place just like that? I am going back to the past, but I'm going back to the past in search of my own future.
Anyone that goes to Camp 32 that went there, not a lot survive, not a lot coming out.
All the family in Cambodia, 90% of us, had at least one member die during the KR.
And earlier today, I spoke to Hom Chorn about his film.
The film is about Camp 32. Right now it's not documented. There are many undocumented camps in Cambodia. And I made this film with 3 other people. There's Gay Miller, there's Andrew, and there's Tim Purdy.
As you say, this is a camp in which you were held prisoner along with your family as well, and it is undocumented. Is that an unusual situation for a camp in the Khmer Rouge regime to be completely secret?
It's not unusual. What is unusual about this camp is that if we can prove its existence, which we have proven, we just need more evidence, is that it would be the largest killing camp in Cambodia, because all the other camps are smaller in numbers, how they kill people. But this is one of those camps which is a lot of people that perish there. So in terms of a secret camp, I don't think it's a secret. It was just there, and killing just happened, and just probably nobody took notice of it. Yeah.
It is quite a powerful documentary that you made, especially because some of your family were in the camp as well. Can you just briefly explain who was in the camp with you and what happened there?
Most of my family were in the camp. I think my sister and my brother are all there, and some of them, 2 of my eldest brother were killed there, and my sister were, abused. And then there are, because Cambodian has an extended family, so we have a lot of family members on my father's side who were there as well. So I think in total on my father's side, there's at least 55 family members who perished there. So it's a huge, and I don't know enough about how many of my mother's side died. But on my father's side, we know that it's at least 55 family members who died there. Yeah.
Incredible. Such a significant loss from your family alone, and I'm sure that's a story that's repeated for many survivors today. What inspired you to make this documentary? Why did you feel you needed to go back to retrace your steps and your experiences?
There were many. One of the most important one was that, growing up in Australia, I'm lucky, and I have all of this, life's necessity just landed on a plate. But the thing is that every night I go to sleep, I would have nightmares. I would have this dark figure who was always chasing after me, and this stayed with me until I was about 30 years old. And that's when I realized that, well, if I don't confront it, if I don't do something about it, this will always happen to me all the time. And I don't want this to happen to me when I'm 65. So I might as well just deal with it now while I'm in my late 40s and I still have enough mental strength to handle it. So that's why I've chosen to do it. And I think I somehow felt like, the lost generation, where if you don't confront it, you just can't let go, and it won't let you go either. And I needed to let go because I need to have a new life.
Now that you've completed this film, how do you feel? Do you feel exactly how you wanted to? Do you feel a sense of relief?
I feel a sense of relief, but not exactly what I wanted, in that it doesn't hurt me as much anymore. It doesn't disable me as much anymore. But I still felt I haven't done enough yet. because I haven't got the camp recognized by the UN and by the Holocaust Center in Cambodia yet. Once I reach that stage, maybe 50% of the fear is gone. I have to deal with the other 50.
And as we know, there is an ongoing UN-backed tribunal to bring the very few surviving members of the Khmer Rouge regime to justice. There has been a lot of criticisms, but also some positive reactions to the fact that this tribunal is taking place. How do you feel about it? Do you feel a sense of justice as a result of that process?
A minute justice, yes. A huge justice, no. Minute justice, why? Because we cannot allow people who commit genocide to just go. They need to be punished. That's the minute justice that I have. Has it been a great justice? Has it done great for my family or for the people who died? No, it hasn't. But what it has done is that it allows us now to take a pause and say, yes, there are people out there in this world who cares about others. You know, this is a humanist movement that we need to move on forward. And that's why I'm happy that it's going on and it's taking place. But personally, I do have my question about it.
Okay, well, Bun Hom Chon, we'll have to leave it there, but congratulations again on the film and thank you so much for coming in tonight.
Thank you for having me.